I was interviewing with this company and I literally got dropped off the interviews because somebody else started the interview process before me. It was just remaining, I think, one more stage. And because this person that started the process before me had already gotten to the end and they had already presented the person with an offer, at that point they were like, okay, we cannot proceed with this anymore. And it was so interesting, and it was the first time something like that had ever happened to me. In fact, I made a different video where I talked about different reasons you may be getting rejected in job applications or interviews, and this was one of the points that I mentioned. I'm gonna leave a link to that video in the video description, so maybe you can check it out. But I just wanted to emphasize on how surprising that was for me, and it also kind of made me feel like this job application interviews is literally a competition, and it's like various stages of competition. The competition starts when you apply for that company, and then if you are selected, you have passed the first stage of the competition. Then the second competition is like if they're interviewing maybe 5 or 6 people for the same role and maybe they only need 1 or 2 persons, it's now another round of competition where you have to do as best as you can in every stage of the interview so that you can gain better impressions than the other people. And apart from this, it also matters. The timing also matters. You know, when you finish the assessments that they give you, time you actually applied and you were selected, the time you chose for the interview meetings. For example, I could choose today and you could choose tomorrow. It means I'm literally starting the process before you. And also considering that some jobs could be open for different periods of time. It could be open for like a month. Somebody applies at the beginning of the month, somebody applies later on, and maybe the recruiter selects people at different points. It just made me feel like, you know, the whole job market, applications, interviews is literally a competition, because I never imagined that I would get dropped off an interview process because somebody started before me. I could imagine that maybe I do badly in the assessment, or maybe I just find out that they are not a good fit for me, or I'm not a good fit for them, or just something else. Not like I am doing good, creating good impressions, but because somebody started before me and then I lose such opportunity. But well, this is just a reminder. Also, because of what I've learned, I'm just kind of like sharing it. Like, interviews are competitions basically, and you just have to really try to be at advantage. If you want to get a job opportunity, you have to keep creating good impressions, clearly answering the assessments, you know, and also scheduling the interviews earlier because you don't know who you are competing with. So this video is just pretty much sharing my experience and thoughts on the whole competition and interviews, and I don't know if there's anything you can pick from this video, but this was all I wanted to share and advise. But if you enjoyed it, you can subscribe, you can like this video, and you can share with others. Peace.